I have now driven 1,700 and something kilometers across Germany, Europe, into the Netherlands, an overnight ferry to Hull, through Teesside, County Durham, up through Scotland to the West Highlands, and I'm finally here. I've just left Glenfinnan, paddling west on Loch Shiel. Hopefully this time I'll be able to finish that famous Loch Shiel circuit that beat me in 2024, 2 years ago. I'm so pleased to be here once again. The weather is on my side so far. Fingers crossed it'll stay like this and I will get some incredible footage along the way.
After having had such a long drive, we decided not to paddle too far the first day and set up camp in the exact same spot that we had done previously in 2024. We were so excited, to say the least, to be back on the place that we affectionately named Shipley's Cove.
Sizzle. Yay. Yay. Nice.
Here we are, once again, fucking Isle of London, fucking Black Island, hula-doo. Alright.
Take 3,000.
Okay, yesterday we arrived at Glenfinnan at around 2 o'clock, and by the time we got on the water it was 3, and then we dawdled around, did a little bit of fishing, arrived at camp here at Isle of Doo, I think it's pronounced, which is uninhabited island or black island. That's a bit of land out there, and it's where we camped in 2024. Yeah. Last time we were here though, there was plenty of firewood, This time, not a single bit to be had. So this is obviously a very popular camp spot. And so the vast majority of the afternoon and evening kind of just ran around looking for firewood and feeding a very quickly dying fire. It was just a bit of chaos. So then it was, cooked a steak.
Boiled steak?
It wasn't boiled, it was alright.
Boiled steak with mashed veg.
Mashed veg was good.
But it tasted delicious because we were so
Yeah.
ready for it.
Yeah. And by then it was 10 o'clock at night and we were done, so it was just like right straight to bed. This morning we're going to set off again and hopefully get some distance covered. Hopefully reach the Isle of the Dead today, that would be cool. And yeah.
But where do we need to go
Beautiful
first?
journey. Oh, I'm not putting that in. Not putting that in.
We left camp that morning feeling optimistic, aiming for St. Finnan's Island, or as we'd started to call it, rather dramatically, the Isle of the Dead. But Loch Shiel had other ideas. Almost straight away, the headwind began to build, pushing hard against the canoe and making every paddle stroke feel earned. Then, the famous Scottish weather did exactly what Scottish weather does. One minute, we were in driving rain. The next, a brief tailwind gave us hope. Then the wind would swing around and slap us straight in the face again. Rain, calm, headwind, drizzle, downpour, repeat. It was beautiful, wild, frustrating, and completely unpredictable. And somewhere out there on the loch, St. Finnan's Island was waiting, if the weather would ever let us reach it.
Actually, didn't I bar yous last week? And what are you doing with a spliff in your mouth? Alright then, never mind, what'll it be, lads? Another round, 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 another round. Take the edge off the knife, catch the rain before it all runs dry. Cure the dog of all that is it. You'll still be that bitter man inside. They are changing all the taps, switching off the lights in every room. If the last call has an ending, I swear to God there's nothing left for you. Of another L snug, just taking the time to watch the wall paint dry. The sound of a bell, loud crowds, dull chattering, filling the air within an inch of its life. A man on either side of me, the bar to the right. I'll be lucky to make it out of here with me life. And isn't that your man that barred us last time for singing raw tunes on a Tuesday night? I was down the back of another L snug, just taking the time to watch the wall paint dry. The sound of a bell, loud crowds, dull chattering, filling the air within an inch of its life. A man on either side of me, the bar to the right. I'll be lucky to make it out of here with me life. And isn't that your man that barred us last time for singing raw tunes on a Tuesday night? We're singing raw tunes on a Tuesday night. We're singing raw tunes on a Tuesday night. We're singing raw tunes on a Tuesday night. We're singing IRA tunes on a Tuesday night.
a tailwind, and so Sam's popped the sail up, and now we're just cruising along at a leisurely pace. All I have to do is steer at the back, which is always much more relaxed, and then we can save some energy and actually move at a quicker pace than we would normally do, which is great because we need to pick up the pace and cover some lost ground after yours truly forgot a rather important bag and we had to go right the way back to the start to get it. Because I'm an idiot.
The smell of this is wafting down the loch.
Yeah, dude.
The seagulls will be round again any minute.
Fucking fishermen from 100 miles are going to be smelling this.
Wow, look, not your fucking mate. Still off them. Yep, I think you're right about putting this tarp up. Right. Snap, it's just relentless.
A bit miserable.
But hey ho, we're having steak, peppers and pasta
Right?
with some jura.
Yeah, dude. Actually, we're going to put a splash in. As well. Oh, fuck me.
That might have been a bit too much.
Was a bit. Yep. One for the pot and one for the mouth, eh? Oh, man. That's quite strong.
Well, that'll burn off the alcohol.
Yeah. We've got boiled steak again now.
Oh, but I really enjoyed it last night.
I think now it's boiled in whiskey. Today's been a bit of a slog. We just stopped, had some food, cooked some steak and pasta, and had some coffee, had a little power nap, listening to the rain on the top. I had to set up a little shelter just to try and stay dry because it's absolutely pouring down. It's just non-stop pouring down. And I could wait a bit longer, but I think we're just going to have to get on with it. So we're going to head off.
So after our food, we pushed back out onto the loch in the pouring rain. The weather still hadn't made up its mind, and after a couple of hours of paddling, neither had we. We found a decent place to pull in, right beside a little stream, so we took it, and camp went up quickly. The wet gear was sorted, dry clothes were put on, and then, almost as if Loch Shiel had decided to show a little mercy, the rain eased up, and for a brief window we could actually sit outside, breathe, and take in the view of where we were. So it was time to get the Scotsburg pans out again and cook something proper and enjoy that rare Scottish luxury of a dry moment. And after a day of wind, rain and hard paddling, that felt like a victory.
There's a strange light on that mountain.
Yeah.
I think it's called the begins with a S, I can't remember.
Oh,
Sun, yeah, you don't see much of it round here apparently. It's been absolutely pouring down for 2 days. Dude, I had a nap today. That was wild.
you just laid back, and then I said, it's too small. 5 minutes.
So cool. It's the sound of the Wow, this looks amazing already. What a view to cook with, eh? Sausage egg fried rice cooked in a cast iron skillet. Yeah, over an open fire. In the brief window of time that we've had without bloody rain. Who's the other one? I'll share the two out. Okay then. I might use a spoon for this.
By the time evening arrived on the loch, it felt like we'd already lived through 2 days in one. We'd started full of optimism, fought our way through headwinds, rain, false moments of calm, tailwinds, and then more rain again. But now, for the first time that day, everything had slowed down. The fire crackled away. I managed to get my fishing rod out. The food was good, and the Loch Shiel gave us that moment to just sit there and take it all in. And that's really what these journeys are about. Not just completing the route, or reaching the next point on the map, but earning those quiet little moments where the weather eases, the mountains open, and you remember exactly why you came.
Children's game. I'll take my kid to Cardinals in the yellow days. I'll take him to the big oak tree and teach him how the accent free. So high I feel I think like I'm grounded. Sunshine lights moves life surrounded. So take me higher and higher. Oh, take me higher and higher. And what a day for a daydream. So he said, what a day for a daydream. Yeah, oh, what a night for a daydream. So he said, what a day for a daydream. Yeah, I get up, 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 I get up.
This is the end of part 1. In part 2, we push further into the circuit, conditions begin to turn again, and the big question remains, will Loch Shiel actually let us complete the journey? If you've enjoyed this first part, please give the video a thumbs up, leave me a comment and subscribe to follow the rest of the adventure. And if you're interested in any of the gear that I've used in the film, including the Scotsburg pans, the links are down in the description below. Part 2 is coming soon.